For decades, the United States maintained an unchallenged lead in low observable technology. But by April 2026, that lead has evaporated into a war of industrial attrition. While the Pentagon spent years debating the requirements for the next-generation air dominance platform, now designated the F-47, China's Chengdu and Shenyang Aerospace corporations adopted an iterative development strategy. This has allowed the People's Liberation Army Air Force, the PLAAF, to move from concept to hardware at a velocity that has stunned Western observers, creating a scenario where the perfect American machine is being outpaced by the available Chinese fleet. Unlike the F-47, which remains entangled in high-stakes testing, the J-36 6th-generation platform has already achieved a significant operational head start. With 4 flight test prototypes currently active, the J-36 has demonstrated advanced integration of a tailless design similar to American concepts, but delivered years earlier. By leveraging their existing 5th-generation industrial base, China has bypassed the experimental bottlenecks that currently plague Boeing's F-47 assembly lines, moving closer to a true operational capability, while the U.S. is still finalizing its initial fleet of 185 aircraft. The Achilles heel of the F-47 program is America's obsession with the perfect engine. The next-generation adaptive propulsion system is designed to be the smartest engine ever built, capable of shifting its bypass ratio for both efficiency and raw power. However, this technical complexity has become its greatest vulnerability. Excessive heat signatures and software instability in the NGAP prototypes have delayed the F-47's full-rate production. In contrast, China has taken a more pragmatic route, refining its WS-15 and subsequent WS-19 engines through mass production, prioritizing good enough performance and reliability over the unattainable promise of a perfect adaptive cycle. A technical audit of the two platforms reveals a divergence in stealth philosophy. The F-47 focuses on broadband stealth, aiming to be invisible across all radar frequencies by eliminating vertical surfaces. While superior in theory, this makes the aircraft a nightmare to fly without constant AI intervention. China's 6th-generation approach, as seen in the J-36's evolving airframe, balances low observability with proven aerodynamic stability. This allows the PLAF to deploy assets into the first island chain today, while the U.S. Navy and Air Force wait for flight control software that can handle the F-47's inherently unstable design. Both nations are racing toward manned-unmanned teaming, but China's execution in 2026 appears more robust in scale. The J-20S, the world's first 2-seat stealth fighter, already acts as a drone quarterback, managing GJ-11 sharp sword swarms in real-world exercises. While the F-47 is designed to carry collaborative combat aircraft, the U.S. is still struggling to integrate the data link architecture required for these drones to survive in a heavy electronic warfare environment. China is not waiting for a perfect link. They are saturating the battle space with attritable drones now. The data per April 2026 is clear. China's Pulse assembly lines in Chengdu are producing stealth airframes at nearly triple the rate of the United States. While the F-47 program is burdened by a $300 million per unit price tag and a rigid supply chain, China's vertical integration allows them to iterate hardware at the speed of software. This is no longer a race of who has the best jet, but who can replace their losses faster in a high-intensity conflict, a metric where the U.S. industrial base is currently failing. America's cognitive co-pilot on the F-47 is intended to be a leap forward in sensor fusion, processing petabyte data to reduce pilot workload. However, the complexity of this AI has led to algorithmic paralysis during high-stress testing. Chinese J-36 systems utilize a more streamlined, narrow AI approach that prioritizes target acquisition and electronic jamming. By focusing on specific combat tasks rather than total situational awareness, Chinese pilots are achieving faster kill chain execution times in simulated engagements over the South China Sea. Despite a cumulative investment of $8.5 billion, the F-47 remains a boutique weapon, extraordinarily capable but too expensive to lose. The budgetary gravity of the program has forced the USAF to cut its fleet size, creating a fragile force structure. China, by contrast, is building a resilient force. Their lower per-unit costs mean they can afford to lose J-36's and J-20S's airframes in an attrition war, a strategic luxury that the United States, with its dwindling number of F-47s, simply does not have. The final audit of the 2026 air dominance race reveals a grim reality for the West. The United States is building a masterpiece of 21st century engineering that may arrive too late and in numbers too small to matter. China has abandoned the pursuit of the miracle weapon in favor of industrial momentum and rapid iteration. As the F-47 sits in a hangar waiting for its adaptive engine to be perfected, the J-36 is already claiming the sky. The winner of the 6th-generation race will not be the nation with the smartest engine, but the nation that understood that in the next war, velocity is the ultimate weapon.